Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I thought we would do a top 5 luxury makeup items. I know I use quite a lot of drugstore, quite a lot of high-end products, but I thought I would try and narrow it down to the top 5 luxury makeup products that I think are essential for me. I'm not saying these are essential for you or for anybody else. These are just my sort of 5 favourite luxury makeup products that I really enjoy using. So the first one is the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow palette. I've had this for quite a while now. I've used this such a lot. All the sort of markings have rubbed off it, but it's not hit pan yet because you really don't need a lot of this product. The packaging is beautiful, as you can see. It does get a little mucky on the mirror from the powders. They are really beautiful, really natural looking. I'm wearing them at the moment. The contour powder is really beautiful. It's not too dark, it's not too orange, it's not too shimmery. It's just the perfect shade, and that packaging is so beautiful. This is really expensive, but I think it's really worth it. I used to use the NARS Laguna bronzer all the time, and since I bought that I haven't really used it at all. I do still really like it, but that is by far my most reach for bronzer and highlighter duo. So on the same sort of skin thing, palette from Hourglass. Again, beautiful packaging. This is the Ambient Lighting blush palette. So this has 3 shades of blush in it, and they are Luminous Flush, Incandescent Electra and Mood Exposure. I think going that way, that's what they are. And I picked this up from Space NK around last Christmas. I wanted the Ambient Lighting palette for ages, and it was out of stock. I missed it the year before last, sorry, and when this came out I wasn't risking missing this one. And then the other one came back in stock, so I actually ended up buying both. This was, I think if I remember rightly, about £56, which is horrific. It is really expensive, very luxurious, but the powders are just amazing. I've used this such a lot and it's hardly gone down at all. All 3 shades are really wearable. I wear all 3 of them. They have just enough pigment, just enough shimmer, really natural on the skin, and I've hardly used anything else since I bought this. Max Factor have actually come out with some very similar blushes that I used in my last video. If you want to know what they look like, the last video is actually this makeup look that I'm wearing now, so if you want to see how I did this and what I'm wearing, then check out my last video. But this is just a beautiful palette. I really love it. It is expensive, but I just think it's beautiful. Moving on to lipsticks. Now, the first ones I'm not going to talk about too much because I've done a whole video on these, and they are my Burberry lipsticks. I've just got 2 of them here. Again, the packaging is beautiful. It's a sort of dark gunmetal metallic. The lipsticks themselves have got the Burberry tartan embossed and engraved into the actual bullet of the lipstick. They have a magnetic closure. They're just really beautiful. You can actually store them using the magnets. They do fit together some way. How do I do it? Anyway, you get the idea. And they say Burberry on the bottom there, and if you can just see, they do catch the light really nicely. I've got quite a lot of these. I've collected them over a couple of years. So I think I've got about 5 now. But I have done a full lipstick lookbook on those. So if you want to see what they look like on, then check out that video where they're all, I show them all on the lips and everything, so you'll be able to see them. And the other really luxury lip product that I would recommend is the Tom Ford lipsticks. And I've only got 2 of these because these are a whopping £37 each, which is extortionate, I know, but they are just beautiful. This one is Coco Ravish. When you get them, they do have TF engraved in the bullet at the top, but mine have rubbed off because I've used them. This one is a beautiful sort of brown nude shade, that shade that's really in at the moment. It's beautiful formulation. It's slightly matte but not too matte. It's sort of an in-betweeny. Packaging is beautiful. These have a strange scent though. They're a bit of a sort of like a traditional lipstick scent, if you understand what I mean. But they are just so beautiful. And the other one I have is the first one I bought, which is Nude Vanille, which is a beautiful peachy nude colour, very, very nude, very 60s. Again, same formulation, semi-matte. Tom Ford do actually do a matte version as well, but these are both from the main line, I think. So yeah, they're absolutely beautiful, definitely an investment. That's why I have two very wearable colours in these. I don't have any sort of reds or things, because as you will know if you watch me a lot, I tend to wear sort of nudes, nudes, browns, nude pinks, nude beiges, things like that. I don't tend to wear many bright colours. I am going to try and start wearing some more of them, but I just tend to go for the neutrals, so that's why I have those wearable shades, so that I can get my money's worth out of them. Buy what you're going to use really. If you're going to invest that much money in a lipstick, you've got to make sure it's a shade that you will wear a lot. So on to the last thing, and I chose to include an eyeshadow product. I haven't included a foundation because, to be quite honest, most of my favourite foundations are from the drugstore. The one I'm loving at the minute is the L'Oreal matte one, which I again used in this video for this makeup tutorial. And there are some good high-end foundations, but I haven't found anything that's I've really loved enough to repurchase. So that's why I haven't included any of those. I've just included like my top star products. So yeah. And the last thing is eyeshadows. I've chosen the Charlotte Tilbury quads. I've got two of these. I'll start with this one, which is the first one I bought, which is in the main line, and it's the Dolce Vita palette. I'm sure you've all seen this before. Really beautiful packaging, again from Charlotte Tilbury. And we have a sort of shimmery pink shade here, a beautiful sort of red cranberry shade here, which is about as much colour as I wear, a dark chocolate shimmery brown, and a beautiful gold glitter here. This palette, I haven't got anything else like this in all my collection. The shades are beautiful, they apply really well, they're super pigmented, the glitter is great, you apply that with your finger, it doesn't give you any fallout, they blend beautifully. They just really are amazing quality eyeshadows, and this looks like such a in and out palette, but I've used this for daytime. I've used just these two shades, I've used that all over the lid, and then just sort of defined a bit of the crease with the light hand of that, or just defined the lash line. I've used the glitter with other shadows as well. I've used the cranberry on its own, that works really nicely. It just works so well, and I've used this a lot since I bought it last summer. And the second one, this was in her Christmas collection, and this is the Fallen Angel palette, and this has like a special sort of starred packaging. This one I haven't used quite so much because it's a bit more coloured. She says it's pretty neutral, but for me that's colour. But these shadows were embossed with like a star print. You can see it on the black, obviously, because I've not used the black. But again, really beautiful. The black I've used the least, definitely. But I'm going to try and do something a bit more adventurous, especially while I'm off work for the Easter holidays. I'm going to try some new things out. So there's this shade here, which is a beautiful champagne shimmer colour, which I've used a lot of, and then this is kind of like a taupey silver shade, really beautiful, and this is a lovely shade. This is a bronze, sort of shimmery rose gold kind of bronze shade, and then a black. I actually wore this palette for my graduation, and around Christmas time I used it a lot. It's really beautiful, and I definitely use these three shades more than the black. But that's how you could take it from day to night, by just adding a bit of the darker shade. So that's all my top 5 luxury beauty products. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. There'll be a new video again on Sunday, and until then I hope you have a great time, and I'll see you on Sunday. Bye!